even the day I met you. Even the day I met you was
I was gonna say, do you remember how we first met?
I remember how we first met. So we were. I believe this is episode 27. I think. Episode 27. Welcome back. If you're watching us on YouTube, click the subscribe button
now.
Please, just do it. It's red. You can't miss it.
It's a big ass red button.
It's red. You can't fucking miss it. Let me take my hoodie off. Hang on, I'm hot. Got some skin out. Yeah, man. It's big. It's red. It says subscribe. Press that thing. And when we get to 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will pay us. So
hit the button.
Get the drift. So people who don't know, it's nice. You know what? Yeah, I'm actually doing these man a service. For anyone who's ever been interested about how people make money from YouTube, but they don't actually know, let me break it down for you. There's obviously a few different ways on how to do it, but the main thing is that they offer you a partnership. So if you're someone who wants to start a YouTube channel, or you have a new YouTube channel, you probably already know this anyway. They offer you a partnership, is when they start putting ads on your shit, and obviously, that's how people get paid. But in order to do that, you have to qualify for their partner scheme, if you want to call it. In order to qualify, you need 1,000 subscribers, which these days is hard to get because, as I've said before, people don't subscribe to shit. It kind of just pops up. So for example, I watch a lot of Key and Peele videos. I watch bare Key and Peele videos. They're funny as fuck. But I don't even subscribe to them. But because I watch them, it's already on my home shit. It's already on my suggested shit. So I don't need to subscribe.
Yeah.
So in order for that, we need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. That's under usual circumstances. That's real hard to get, but we're flying through it. So hours watched, I'm not really worried about.
Neither am I, to be fair.
We're doing well on that.
Yeah, we're already way past 10%.
Yeah, we're way in there. So not really concerned about the hours watched because we're flying through those. Because clearly people like to listen to and watch the whole thing. But subscribers is tough, bro. Subscribers is tough. People are stingy with that button. But for real, yeah. Like, subscribe, comment, hate us, bash us, whatever. Obviously, audio guys, you know what to do. Subscribe, get that auto download, and Patreon. Jump on to us at Patreon.
It's our new service.
Our new little service. If you haven't heard me spiel about it before, Patreon is a service in which you can support your favorite creators. We hope we are one of your favorite creators. So Patreon/ShxtsnGigs podcast.com.
I recommend you just download the app, Patreon, and just search Shits and Gigs, and then it just comes up.
Yeah, man. You get all of our exclusive content. You get our merch that's should be out right now. If not, sorry. You'll get it when it comes.
But the merch is exciting.
Yeah, the merch is
the way we
dope.
planned it is very
the merch
exciting
is dope.
stuff.
So
very exciting stuff.
You get discounts on merch. You get shout outs on the show. You get live chats with us every month. It's dope. So get involved. Patreon.com/ShxtsnGigs podcast. And that's it. That's all I need to say to you, man. Let me open my monster.
Monster's going to kill this guy, by the way. He has at least a monster a day, every day. That's unhealthy, bro. Well, to be fair, it's not. It's moderated.
I'm always about no free brand deals, but Monster get a pass.
Well, if they ever holly you.
That's the thing. Monster will never pay me. They'll never pay me because I do their advertisement for free.
For free.
They'll never pay me. They'll be fools to pay me. They would. Because this nigga does it anyway. Why are we paying him?
Oh, my days.
But yeah, hopefully they'll just say, if anyone works at Monster, bro, just send me send me a thing, or message me on Instagram and say, James, I got you. I got you. So anyway, I love to talk about shit when I was a kid.
Hit me.
You strike me I say you strike me. I know a lot about you,
Mm.
but you've always struck me as someone who's very good at being independent.
Okay.
Like, not necessarily independent. You're very good at doing adult shit.
Okay.
Even when we were younger,
Oh yeah. Like
You-
sorting out bills and stuff.
you were
all that
so
shit,
good
yeah.
at like getting our houses sorted,
Yeah.
getting the bills sorted. You
Yeah.
adult shit. You were so good at.
Yeah.
Like when you were a kid, were you just good at being that, or was it more to do with like living with yourself?
I think it's more to do with I've only ever actually lived with myself in the past couple of years. I think it's more to do with my upbringing, not necessarily with how my parents brought me up, but the circumstances of which I've lived my life. So for example, like I've said this many a times in the pod, I've been to 3 secondary schools. I went to boarding school in Nigeria. I went to a boarding school for A levels, and I went to uni, which was away from my family. So I felt like those circumstances made me have to do things on my own. And obviously I have an older sister, which helps because she is and was more mature than me.
Yeah.
And she was doing like adult stuff before me. So in terms of like organizing bills, trying to find this, and obviously she went to uni before me as well. So trying to find a house and trying to sort all that stuff out.
Okay.
She like showed me the ropes.
Yeah,
So that's how I learned how to be the way I am.
Yeah.
And I felt like at that time as well, I feel like if no one could be bothered to do it, I might as well do it.
Yeah.
And it was one of them ones where I felt like I felt like if I didn't do it, no one was going to do it.
Yeah.
And it was like, we have to live somewhere and we have to pay our bills. So we might as well just do it. Like it doesn't take anything from me. Because you man are going to give me the money anyway. So I thought, might as well. And I feel like it's good because it's made me a lot more. I'm very independent as it is, but it's made me a lot more independent now.
Oh, bro.
In terms of like everything comes out of my account for like my house and everything where I live now. Bella just pays me the money.
Yeah.
And it's just because it's just easier.
Yeah.
So much easier.
100%, man. See, I'm fine now, obviously, because I'm old as fuck. But like when I was younger, fam, I was scared to do adult shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people
Scared to do, especially picking up the phone. I hated calling people. I fucking hated calling people, fam.
Yeah.
I remember one time my my mum, we used to have the barber I used to use, he was appointment only. He didn't work in a shop. He worked out of his house.
Okay.
So he was appointment only.
Okay.
So you'd have to bell him, book your appointment.
Oh, wow.
My mum, for years, did it. From when I was a kid, years did it. And then one day she's just like, you do it.
You're old
enough, do it. And I'm like, what? And she's like, call the barber, book your own appointment. And I'm like, fuck. So time came, fam, I was shook. Shook in my head. I just think about so many things that could go wrong.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing gonna go wrong, but just like I'm ringing him, and then like I remember I picked up the phone, dialed the number, and it's ringing, and my heart's racing, fam. Just to book a haircut. And my heart's racing, and I'm like, cool. Hi, it's James. And man's like, James who?
Yeah.
And from then I'm like,
Mum, what do I say?
I'm like, it's James Duncan. And then in my head, I'm like, he doesn't know my last name. He has no reason to know my last name.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's James Duncan. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, I want to book a haircut. And he's like, all right. When? And I'm like, oh, fuck. Friday? Can't do Friday. Oh, shit. And I'm like, I don't know.
Whenever.
Bro, I was scared.
You're so theatrical. I love it. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Bro, I was terrified. And there was another time. This is when I was older. This is when I was 17. I know I was 17 because I needed to book driving lessons.
Yeah.
And then my boy had a driving instructor. And he was like, do you want to go with my driving instructor?
Yeah.
Instead of obviously trying to search for your own. I was like, yeah, rags.
Makes life easier.
And he was like, cool, here's his number. Call him up and book it. And for some reason, as soon as he's like, call him up, book it, I was like, oh, shit.
I have to do shit myself
I need
now.
to call this guy. So my brother at the time was like, what, 14, 15?
Yeah.
And even till now, well, a little less now, but when we were younger, me and my brother had the exact same voice.
Oh, really?
Exact same voice.
Yeah.
Like there were times where I had like girls calling me on the phone that I didn't want to speak to. So I'll just put him on the phone. And he would just speak to them. And they wouldn't know the difference.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
Wow.
So me and my brother had the exact same voice. So I'm like, yo, I need to book this driver. And I said, I'm not calling this guy. Like, I need you to call him.
Yeah.
And like, you know what? My brother don't give a fuck about anyone or anything.
Yeah.
He don't care about your insecurities.
Yeah.
Fucking call them.
Yeah.
I'm not calling them.
Yeah, you're a big boy.
Bro, you're a big man. Call him. And I'm like, nah. You have to call him. Like, you literally have to. Like, I can't do it. And I don't know what it was. There's something about the phone, something about calling someone who wasn't expecting my call and doesn't know me, and me having to explain myself over the phone in a situation. It used to give me so much anxiety.
I can imagine.
It used to give me so much fucking anxiety. Lo and behold, I did it, but literally, the fear that used to go through me calling people, it was crazy. I hated doing adult shit. There was another time, the first time my mum made me and my brother go to the dentist by ourselves. And literally we got down there, and my brother was young. I think I must have been like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And he was obviously like 8 or 9. And and my mum's like, right, you man can go. I've got to go to work. You man can go dentist by yourself. And I'm like, what?
What do you mean, cuz?
What do you mean? And she's like, just go there, dentist. Like, obviously, I'll book the appointment for you. Just go down there. And I'm like, cool. And then we get down there. Dentist appointment is at 10 or whatever. And we sit down. And I don't know you're supposed to check in. You know, I didn't know you're supposed to go to the desk and say, I'm here for my 10 o'clock appointment.
Yeah.
It's James Duncan, whatever. I'm thinking that all I know is you're in the building, someone says your name, and then you go where you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
So we get in there and we sat there and we're like, cool, 10 o'clock appointment. Fam, we were there for like 3 hours because no one called our name because we never told you we were there.
Oh my goodness.
So we're there for hours, fam. And I keep seeing people come in, go to the desk and then sit down.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm like,
why are they going to the desk?
why are they going to the desk?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, shit, I think I should have gone to the desk.
Yeah.
I think I should have gone to the desk. And then in my head, I'm like, fuck, it's already gone 10. I don't think I think they're going to have a go at me if I go to the desk.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm thinking, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So I didn't say shit. And then we waited there for hours. And then I said to my brother, let's just go. And then my mom came home like, oh, how was the dentist? And I'm like, oh, like, I explained the situation. She went mad. She's like, you fucking idiot. Like, just go to the... Why didn't you speak to anyone?
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like, I was fucking scared, fam. I was fucking scared. That's
12.
why. I hated it there. That's why. I was petrified. I was fucking petrified. That's why, mum. But nah, boy, funny. I couldn't do adult shit as a kid. I just couldn't. And I've always envied. I remember like when we first met you, and you were just handling shit.
Yeah.
You were just handling bills and handling this and handling that. And like when you said like you went to boarding school here and you went there and like you had I remember you lived in the shit fucking place.
Well, in uni?
In uni.
Priory?
Yeah. You lived there. And then like I remember thinking like, oh, they sorted out. You had meals there, right?
Yeah.
And I remember little things like you saying like you went down to get the food that they were serving and you'd sit in like the community thing and you knew so many people in your area. And I thought, oh, he must have known them from before he come here.
Yeah.
And you didn't know any of them before you come there. And I'm like, big man, you're an adult. You're an adult. I'm not coming to this city.
Yeah.
On my ones,
and making
going
friends.
down to a communal food area and just chatting to people. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I remember when I first got to Coventry. The day we got there, they had a freshers thing going on, obviously, and there were bare first years. Hundreds of them just going on this massive bar crawl. Obviously, no one knew no one. And no one knew no one. And I had a girlfriend at the time at De Montfort. And I didn't have a single friend in Coventry. Not a single friend. And the first day there, and then like the girl who was it Jess that lived with me, not to my dorm, was like, oh, I'm going to this freshers thing. Are you down? Like, let's go meet some people. Bro, nope. No. What do you mean meet? What do you mean meet people? Who?
Nope.
I ain't going. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm cool. I didn't need to meet.
Fat ass.
She had the fattest ass.
Fat
Jess had the fattest ass.
Jessica Beaver.
She annoyed me so much with everything. She was the most annoying person.
She was a bellend. She was an idiot.
She was such a prick.
She was an idiot.
She was a nice person, but she was such a prick. And it just everything about her annoyed me. My ass was so fat. Ass was so fat.
It just outweighed everything, innit?
It outweighed everything. And I remember hearing her bang one guy one time.
I remember you telling
me. And it sounded erotic.
I remember you
It sounded erotic. And I'm there, a little 18-year-old me like, rah. Jealous. I'm jealous.
Oh, my guy's putting in that work, cuz.
Sounded erotic.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, bro. I remember meeting you and you had all these friends and everything. I was like, raw. This guy's an adult. Like, I'm so jealous. Like, I'm not meeting people, fam. So I ended up going all the way to Leicester to do their freshers thing.
To be with your missus at the time.
So I could be with my girlfriend, and I had 2 other friends who was there as well.
Oh, okay.
So 2 other friends that were there as well. So at least there would be a group
little,
of us.
Yeah,
so I remember being so disheartened about the fact that like we were there. And of course we met people there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm experiencing this at a uni that's not mine because I'm so much of a pussy, that I can't just go out. I can't just go out and meet people. Like, what am I going to say? Like, what am I going to do? I don't know these people. And like, even when Jess, like I could tell immediately from when I met her, she was so keen on meeting people. I knew immediately that I wouldn't be able to just hang on to her all night.
Yeah.
I knew that wasn't going to happen.
She would have distance.
Bro, she would have gone.
Yeah.
She would have dipped. And as soon as she met like a group of girls or something, she would have bounced. And I'm not putting myself in that situation. But so I can stuck. So I can walk home at sunset. So I can walk home before it even gets dark. Sober as fuck. Nah, I'm good. I'm fucking good. So boy, I remember I had to go all the way to Leicester to do that. And then I remember even the day I met you. Even the day I met you was
I was gonna say, do you remember how we first met?
I remember how we first met. So we were in lecture.
Yeah.
I came in with Jess, who coincidentally was on our course.
Yeah.
I was in the lecture, sitting there, pissed off.
Yeah.
Pissed off. And I didn't have any brethrens.
Yeah.
Not one, just her. And she's already making friends in there, all sorts. And I'm like, cool. And then I saw you and Aaron sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
And you, man, were chin wagging.
Yeah.
From early.
Yeah.
From early, you were chin wagging. I thought, they're obviously boys.
Yeah. Obviously, they're boys.
Obviously, they've known each other from years.
Yeah.
And you, man, were chin wagging. I was like, cool. And I remember because there was hardly any black people in there.
Yeah.
And it was just me, you, Aaron, Demetrius,
Saucy.
and Saucy.
Saucy was the funny. I don't even know his real name. His name was, everyone just called him Saucy.
He looked about 49 years old.
He was the funniest guy.
He was hilarious.
The funniest guy. He was so funny.
He was fucking funny. So yeah, those were the only black people in the whole thing. And I knew Demetrius and him were boys because I could just tell.
Off the bat.
And I thought you and Aaron were boys. And then I remember as we walked out, they were going to give us a tour of the thing. And as we walked out, I'm hearing you, man, like exchanging pleasantries, just like getting to know each other kind of thing. And I'm overhearing it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, they're not boys.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. And then I heard Aaron say he lives in Caddis Court, where I lived. And I heard him say that he plays basketball, which I did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. If I want to make a friend, I'm going to have to beg it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to be a beg friend.
Yeah.
And I remember texting my boy, like, fam, I'm going to have to be a beg friend right now. And I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to be a beg friend. And then I literally remember giving myself a talking to, like, James, you can do this. Drop your pride. Drop your pride. And the thing is, I masqueraded it as pride was actually fair. I told myself I'm too proud to be begging friend of people. When the reality is, it was just fear.
Yeah.
It was fear of me turning around, saying something to you, man, and you just like telling me to fuck off.
Yeah.
Like
burst out laughing in your face.
Like, watch it, beg thing.
Why are you beg friending for?
Why are you trying to beg it, bro? Go back to that fat ass girl you came in with.
Do you know what's funny? Because my account of it is, it's obviously similar because we crossed paths, but it's so different.
Yeah, I've never heard your account of it. I've actually never heard your account.
It's so
of it.
different.
Hit me.
So this is
I'm intrigued.
This is my behind the scenes of your story.
Yeah. Oh, okay, go on.
It's gassed, isn't it? Dude, quick tangent. I was talking to Bear about this before. That you would never know the behind the scenes of your own story. Like, there are some things people will do for you, but you'll never know how they got to that stage to do that for you. For example, like obviously, they surprised me on my birthday on Monday. We're like, the flat was all nice. They put food, everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, obviously, I was gassed, everything. But she then described the day she had to get to that stage. And I was jealous. Yeah. Because they had the best day to surprise me. Yeah. And I would never know that behind the scenes. Yeah. That would never be a part of my memory. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got so angry about that.
Yeah,
but it's just life.
Yeah.
You never know the behind the scenes.
Bro, you're only the star of your own movie. That's
exactly.
It. You have to firm it, whether it's shit or it's good.
Exactly. So yeah, my account was same as you. I bowled it. Because I lived in Priory, like you said, and I didn't know anyone at that time. And I didn't even know how to get to the spot. So I can't remember how I clocked it. I know I did. I went to the spot the day before.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew you had to take a bus there.
Oh, bro, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, minor.
Quickly, this is how pathetic I am. I didn't even know that. As much as I cussed Jess, she saved my life.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that we had a different spot.
Yeah, I know.
I was going to figure it out the morning of.
Yeah, I know.
And she told me the night before, like, oh, so you on this thing? We say like, oh, what course you want? What course you want? Same course. And she was like, oh, so you must be on this thing. And I was like, I don't think so. And she was like, you are. And I was like, no, let me get my letter out. Looked at the letter and it said it on there like Henley here. And I was like, where is that? And she was like, I don't know. We're gonna have to. I know we have to get bus there. So I was gonna figure it out in the morning. And I was like, bruv, thank God I met you, because I would have been dawdling. I would have been like, what's Henley, fam? What is that? Oh, anyway, I would have skipped my first day. I wouldn't have figured it out. I would have figured it out tomorrow.
So I think I went there. It was either the day before or during that Freshers Week period. I went there, clocked where it was. I was like, cool, and then took the bus back. So obviously I already knew where I was going the first day. And I remember the first day, I think I was running late because I can't remember what happened with the bus. And coincidentally, when I got there, I think I saw Rem on his bike there.
Oh, okay.
Because
he used to ride his bike all the way there.
He used to ride the bike all the way there.
Idiot.
But obviously I didn't know it was Rem at the time.
Yeah.
Walked into class. Everyone was there. I think I was before you got in, I was one of the last ones to get in.
Oh, okay.
So you got, I think you were just going after me.
Yeah.
But I thought I was the last one to get because everyone was there.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I saw Saucy. I saw all of them chilling. So there was a seat next to Rem, and I keep saying Rem. Rem is Aaron, by the way. And I sat next to Rem, and we just started talking because I think I had the same thought you thought. Like he's one of the only other black people in this course.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm gonna sit next to him.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're gonna talk, and obviously, we're gonna be boys.
We're gonna segregate ourselves from everyone else.
We've got no choice now.
Yeah, 100.
We're in this together. So we started talking, and then you walk. The thing is, I don't even remember you walking in with Jess. But I remember you introducing yourself. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
So all this talk about you saying, oh, you had to psych yourself up to come and talk to us. I never knew that was part of your story. Do you know what I mean? I never ever knew. I just knew you said, well, go on to us. And he was like, oh, he's like, you're James, I'm Aaron. Sorry, he's Aaron, I'm Fuhad, blah, blah, blah. And then I asked you, oh, where are you from? And you said North with your chest.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I swear I'm North London. I'm from London.
I remember now. I forgot about that.
I was like, swear North. I was like, where in North? No, I think I said I'm from East or whatever. I was like, oh, where in North are you from? He was like, oh, not North London. I meant Northampton. And I looked at you dead in your boat. Like, no one from Northampton calls it North.
The thing
if
is,
you ever say you're from North, it means you're from North London.
Bro, this is how you know I lived a segregated life. Obviously, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All I know is everyone else I know that when you're from somewhere, you're from North.
Yeah.
You're from North. North is short for Northampton. That's just what it is.
I never knew that until I met you.
No one else outside of Northampton knows that. Clearly. But I don't know anyone else outside Northampton.
Because when you said North, I was gassed. Oh, another London man. Cool. We're obviously going to be boys. But obviously we are boys now, so it's irrelevant. But I was like, you little beg friend twat. Like, why would you say you're from North when you're not even from London? Like, man said North, but he's from Northampton. I was like, that's not even a thing.
Fucking
that's
funny.
not even a thing.
I completely forgot that.
Then the rest is history. I don't know how the days went after that, but yeah, the rest was literally history.
You know what's funny as well?
Yeah.
This is how I've been shit with names from forever.
Yeah.
From forever.
Yeah.
So that day that we met, I spoke to both of you. I spoke to Aaron a bit more just because of the ball thing. And I remember I'd just come back from basketball camp that same year, that same summer before uni. I went to basketball camp.
I remember
and about 4 of his boys were at that same basketball camp.
Okay.
So as soon as he said he plays ball and he's from Birmingham, I said, oh, do you know this person? Do you know this person? Do you know this person? Because I just met them a few weeks ago. And he was like, yeah. This person went to my college. This person went to my college. So I had more in common with him immediately.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about that. And then it got to the thing where obviously he went home on his bike. I think I went home with Jess. Me and you might have been on the same bus, but I don't remember us going back together.
I don't remember either.
So we all, it was a Facebook thing then, innit? So we all exchanged Facebooks. And I remember you saying to me, add me on Facebook.
Yeah.
And Aaron added me on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you said, obviously my name's Fuhad, add me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Fam, when I say I forgot your name immediately, as soon as you pronounced the D on Fuhad, I forgot it. I had forgotten it. I'm so bad with names. So bad.
Do you know why? it's funny to me because I know every time I say my name, they forget immediately. Because it's not a normal.
It's not a normal name.
Fuhad is not a normal. Well, it's not a normal name in the Western civilization.
Yeah.
It's better to say it that way.
Bro, yeah. As soon as you said the D, I was like, don't know what your name is.
I forgot.
And all I remember thinking is, it's an African name.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Yeah.
And then I remembered, thing is, it's annoying because all I could think was, it's an African name. And I'd met an African brer a couple weeks before, and his name was Tufon.
Okay.
For some reason, I didn't think, oh, Tufon I met from the weeks before, maybe his name's Tufon. I didn't think that.
Yeah.
But for some reason, in my head, it was, I'm pretty sure that guy I just met's name is Tufon. Even though, of course, it's not.
Yeah.
I feel like there's an F and an U sound in there. Maybe it's Tufon.
F and an U.
But the thing is, and the joke thing is, I forgot Aaron's name as well. But because he added me on Facebook, it popped up immediately.
Yeah.
And all I remember was like, oh, it's Aaron, spelt like Aaron.
Yeah.
So it was easy. As soon as I saw Aaron Daly added you, I was like, bang, that's him. And I was vexed. I was so vexed that you had told me to do the add-in.
Yeah.
Because I forgot your name like that. And I was like, I should have told this dickhead to fucking... Like, I was thinking, fuck, he's going to be so pissed. Because obviously, we've all said we're going to add each other on Facebook. Me and Aaron now friends.
Yeah.
He's probably added Aaron as a friend.
Yeah.
He's waiting for me to add him, and he's going to think that I'm fucking airing him because I haven't done the ad thing. And I was stressed, bro. I was so stressed. I'm like, I'm so rude, fam. Why can't you remember people's names? I was vexed, and I was looking... Right, I went on there and typed Tufon. Tufon. Couldn't find it.
It's like, fuck.
I was like, fuck, maybe his name's not Tufon. And then luck would have it. Aaron remembered. So he messaged me and was like, oh, I'm going to meet up with some of my boys on Fargossa Street basketball court.
Yeah. And
it turned out to be Jacob and someone else. And he was like, I'm going to meet my boys to play ball. Do you want to come?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then he said, oh, ask Fuhad if he wants to come.
Yeah.
And then I was like, thank God. Saw the Fuhad thing. I was like, bang.
Add. That's so funny because
so relieved.
That's hilarious because I will never know that. I never knew that story.
Yeah.
And that's my behind the scenes of my life. I never knew that story. That's so funny to me. That's so, because I don't even remember you not adding me on Facebook straight away or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I don't remember that shit.
Bro.
That was 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
100%.
I don't remember that. That's funny.
Yeah, bro, it's mad.
That's funny.
And then I met...
Fucking hell, that's how we met Jacob.
Yeah, that's exactly... I met Jacob that same day.
That's crazy.
And yeah, because he came up to the... Me and Aaron went to the court. We were shooting there for like 10 minutes. Then Jacob came up. And he's funny because I would like to know his behind the scenes of that moment as well. He probably doesn't even remember it.
Yeah, he won't now. I don't think he will now.
I could tell... It's something about this... When it comes to people who play basketball in this country, there's something to it in terms of like... You assume if you meet someone and they say they play basketball, if you've never met them before and if you've been around, you immediately think you're better than them. Immediately. And it's no one's fault. For it's just a basketball mentality. So, for example, when Aaron told me he plays basketball, I'm immediately thinking, I've been around and I've never seen you before, which means I'm better than you. It doesn't mean that at all. But in my head it did. Same with Jay. But I didn't get a chance to think that about Jay because he immediately thought that about me. He immediately thought, and he might not admit it or he didn't say anything to refer that, but I could tell just from his energy that he thought he was better than me. And then I remember we played a little 3-on-3 or 2-on-2 or whatever. And then I was going up to the hoop. He came up to block me and I could see he was smiling. He thought, I'm going to take this guy. And then I came and went under him and got a reverse layup under him. And I remember as soon as I landed, I was just like, I needed that. I needed to assert something.
Some sort of dominance.
My worst fear was me telling these man that I've never met, like, oh, I play basketball, and then rocking up and I'm shit. And I'm shit. Especially when I'm just saying, oh, I've just come back from this basketball camp. I played on this teams and this teams and like all this stuff. And like a lot of the guys that Aaron knew from the people that I met at the camp, they now play like professionally. Okay. So they were good. So I was talking a game. I wasn't blowing myself up, but I was talking up a game. I was thinking, come on, James, you finally made some friends. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up and get up on the court and just fucking embarrass yourself. But yeah, boy, that's how I met everyone. And literally the rest is history. And I think on that exact same day, it's funny considering I was the one that begged friend on that exact same day. Obviously, I'd gone off with Aaron for a few hours.
Yeah.
Met Jacob, played ball.
Yeah.
As soon as I got back, had a shower, you messaged me.
Yeah.
And were like, me and my friend are gonna go watch the Man U game because I told you I was a Man U fan.
Yeah.
And we're watching it in Calais.
Yeah.
In the
communal thing.
Communal thing. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So you came, and you were with Toby. And he was on his crutches. Yeah. That's the first day I met Toby as well.
That's crazy.
Exactly the same day. So I met Toby, you, Aaron, Jacob, all on the same day. And then we went out and watched the Man U game. And then I think we went. We just went on a walk around after that, grabbed some chips or whatever, and then called it a day.
Fuck.
And that's mad. And the thing is as well is that, like I said, I was the one that begged friend.
Yeah.
But I spent time with these man over here. I spent time with you man over here.
Yeah.
And like, how do I say it? Aaron had never met Toby.
Yeah.
You had never met Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob had never met Toby. Toby had
Yeah,
never met
yeah.
Aaron. And like all this stuff. And like, it's funny to me that on the start of that day, I thought on first glimpse, I thought you and Aaron were best friends. And you'd known each other for years.
Yeah.
And by the end of that day, I'd met the whole crew.
Yeah. You were the only one that
I was the only one. I was the only one out of all of us who had met the whole crew.
Yeah.
And now 11 years later, we're all best friends.
We're all best friends.
That is bonkers.
That's madness.
Bonkers.
So the behind the scenes of the Toby thing, because I don't know if I've said in the podcast before, I've known Toby since we were in year 8. We went to school together in Nigeria. So the summer we were going into university, we were talking, texting, and I was like, oh, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. What uni you go? No, he asked me what uni I'm going to. I said, oh, Coventry. And he was like, oh, I'll see you there. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, I'm going Coventry as well. I was like, gang.
I would have been so gassed.
I was so, because I was like, I've got a boy now I can chill with, do you know what I mean? And obviously I knew he was on crutches prior and whatnot, but he lived in Trinity, was it Trinity Court? Trinity Place?
Yeah.
Trinity something. Yeah. Trinity Hall, which was opposite Calais Court. So I think after the Henley thing, I went to Buck Toby just to see what his room was like, just chilled for a bit, blah, blah, blah. And
Trinity Place was nice.
It was really good. His room was big as well. Obviously he was on crutches, I think. I think that's why they gave him a big room. And then, oh, please be like that. So yeah. That's when I messaged you like, oh, do you want to go watch the game? Yeah. And then that was it. But obviously you never knew that behind the scenes back then. Like, but it's mad because like I said, I knew Toby in year 8. I met Aaron and I met James on my first day of uni. And I think I met Jacob. Probably within that week or so.
Within that week, you probably would have met him. Yeah.
And from then, it was just us 5, and it was mad. And that's when Forte was born.
Bro, that's how we all started, and here we are. This stuff like that. When I think back, stuff like that is crazy.
It's crazy
because the whole time, I remember, it's not necessarily a case of everything happens for a reason. Yeah. But sometimes, I don't really subscribe to the concept of everything happens for a reason. But there's certain things. That you just like. It must have. Yeah. Because like I was cursing them because the only reason I went to Coventry is because I got shit A-level grades. Yeah. Because
same.
Because I didn't want to do A-levels. Yeah. I wanted to do like a BTEC or whatever or a diploma or whatever the fuck it was called. Yeah. And Northampton, so basically, backstory, Northampton has one of the best sports colleges in the country. Yeah. Called Moulton. And everyone from here, if you're interested in sports, you go to Moulton. And they had a basketball academy there. So it's like a sports science course, but you do basketball a lot. And I was like, I want to go to that. I want to do that. And all my boys went to do it. And either all my boys who played basketball went to do that, or my other boys, they went to do the football academy, which is the same thing. Yeah. And basically everyone was going there. If you're interested in sports, you're going there. And it's just like, it's one of those things where, we hear those stories of like people in America, whatever, they're on like a sports scholarship. Yeah. And their teachers will get them the grade they need so they can continue with their scholarship. Yeah. That's basically what Moulton's like. Okay. So you go there, and if you need a distinction, which is classed as like fucking 3 A's in A-level terms, if you need a distinction, your tutor will get you the distinction. They will literally, you'll send in the paper, and they will tell you everything you need to change to move that from where it is to where it needs to be.
Oh, really?
And you just go home, change it exactly how they said, word for word how they said, you give it back, you get the distinction. So all my boys came out with outrageously good grades. Oh, wow. Outrageously good grades. Wow. And the only reason I wasn't allowed to go is because my mum said no. Because she was certain, for some fucking reason, she didn't want me to corner myself. Yeah. She didn't want to say like, because obviously going there doing sports, that's all you've got is a sports diploma. Yeah. But I knew I was going to go to uni to do sports anyway. Yeah. I just knew it. There was nothing else I was interested in. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah. So she made me do A-levels instead. all my other boys went to like University of Birmingham, which is, I think was like the second best.
Loughborough was the first.
Loughborough was the first.
Yeah.
A couple of my others went to Loughborough, and I was so vexed. And I was screwing. I was thinking, why the fuck did my mum do this to me?
Yeah.
Like, and not to be rude, like I was way more academic than all of my other friends that went as well.
Yeah.
They were obviously talented in their individual sports.
Yeah.
But academically, I was way more academic than them. So like in GCSEs or whatever, everyone else got like a C's and B's, and I was coming out with like A's and shit.
Yeah.
Especially for sports.
Yeah.
I think I got the highest grade, not to showboat, in the GCSEs. I got the highest grade in sports science that anyone had got in the last 7 years. In my school.
Really?
Yeah. And then, so I was ready I knew I was doing sports, and then my mom said, no, don't corner yourself. Do A-levels. Went to do A-levels. Shock. Sports is the only one I got a good grade in.
Yeah.
And all the other ones I flunked.
Yeah.
So Coventry was the only one that was willing to accept me.
Yeah.
And that's because they let you do the extra year to go to Helly and stuff like that. And the whole time I was vexed.
Yeah.
I was vexed. I was like, I could be going to some prestigious uni right now, getting fucking sick education. I could be doing this, and this with all my other friends. And here we are now. I found out what I really want to do.
Yeah.
I'm with the people that I really want to spend time with.
Yeah.
All those other friends that I was so close to before, I barely even talk to anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, I guess that happens for a reason.
Yeah, of course, man. I'm a firm believer of everything else for a reason.
Bro, because first of all, fuck that degree.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the sports degree anymore. Obviously, I love sports, but like in terms of what I want to do for a career, I don't give a shit.
Fuck, yeah.
So it was a case of like, every time I think everything is an accident, nothing happens for a reason, I do think about that.
Yeah.
And I think if I didn't get those shit, if my mum didn't force me to do it, I never would have gone to Coventry. I never would have met you, man. We would not be sat here right now.
Yeah, 100%.
We literally would not. And there'd be so many things that have happened in the last 11 years of my life.
That'll be so different.
That'd be completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Of course.
And I know for a fact I wouldn't be sat here doing this right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is the only place I want to be.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that I'm here with you doing it. And if I'd got my own way when I was younger, I wouldn't be here right now.
You wouldn't be here.
And I'd probably be a fucking physio in Leicester somewhere for the fucking second team Leicester fucking dickheads.
Yeah.
Under 21 Leicester team.
Fucking dickheads.
And I'm like, oh, I guess this is a good job, but I fucking hate my life.
Yeah.
And like, so it's stuff like this mad. Matt, I like what you said about the behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Like when you said, I want to tell you the behind the scene of your story. I was just like, that sounds juicy.
Bro, it's because the reason why I said it is because of the birthday thing that they planned for me. And I was like, I'm never going to experience that because I'm never going to have that memory in my head because I wasn't there. So that was there behind the scenes of my birthday. And I was like, fuck, it was amazing to me.
Crazy.
It was amazing to me, bro.
Sick. Right, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Good episode.